Now we're going to start recording all our receipts. Now this is the bank statement. We have our bank statement here. It says bank statement of payment of current account received for March 2024. The amounts on bank statement are correct, meaning that we take amounts from bank statement as they are. The differences will be the discounts. Now this is our balances, both for credit and debit, or both for payments and receipts. They continue on the next page, and then the only question mark that we have is for genic products. Now, additional information of current account transactions. Some of this information is extracted from corresponding tax invoices received by electronic mails. Use the bank transaction numbers for each transaction as reference. Give detailed description including the number of the document if available for each transaction, meaning that the BS/01 BS27, we are not going to use that. We're going to use the transaction numbers from the statement, just like this one, which is R01/002. So now we're going to start with our receipts. What you do, you check the additional information. From the additional information, you check the amount from bank statement, or you can check the bank statement, then check again your additional information, but preferably please start with additional information, then go to bank statement after. Now to record our receipts, we go under process cash book, process cash book, process cash book, process cash book. Now payments, it's orange, receipts, it's blue. Now we're going to start with receipts. Remember, whenever you see this column, bank amount, it means you haven't done your receipts. You haven't done your settings. Your receipts do not have tax. And then if it's like this, if you print it with bank amount, you are going to get 0. The whole cash book is scratched out. So please make sure that you do settings for both receipts and payments. Since we are starting with the receipts, let's go under settings. We're going to process this transaction. Yes. Are we going to repeat descriptions? No. Are we going to have increment reference? Yes, because we have R01/001, R01/002. So increment reference, yes. Tax processing, the most important part, you tick this option. And then under tax type is standard rate. All amounts are inclusive of VAT. Then you close settings. We're going to start with the first transaction. The first transaction we have under receipts R01001. The owner paid capital into business bank account. Now we need to know how much was paid into the bank account. You'll forgive my scrolling. R001, we have 25,000. We have 25,000. So under date, for date, it is the 1st of March. We use the dates from our bank statement. So it's 01. Under GCS, we're going to look for capital contribution. So under GCS, it has to be G. Under account, we're going to have capital. There is capital. Enter. Under reference, the transaction is R01/001. Description, owner, central owner contributed for capital. Our owner is F. Mboia dash capital. Remember, any description, any suitable description, as long as it specifies why we received the amount or why we paid the amount. Now, capital contribution, there's no VAT charge, and then under inclusive amount is 25,000. We are done with the first transaction. Now, second one, we have 002 Dolly Shadrach, interior decorator, rents space in the shop of paint. In the shop of paint. Now, R002 Dolly Shadrach paid 8,000. So to record that, date is the first. Under GCS, we are looking for rent income, so it's G. Under account, search for rent income. Rent income, I don't have it here, so I'm going to check my ledger accounts. Ledger accounts under receipts. Rent income, it's supposed to be account 2900. It's supposed to be account 2900. So I'm going to search account 2900. If you have noticed, I've moved from description to account type 2900. It still says sundry income, so I'm going to modify it. Change description to rent income. Save. Select account 2900. Rent income R01002. The person paying it's Dolly Shadrach. Now rent paid and rent received. If you look at your annexure, rent paid and rent received, we do not have VAT charged. Where is it? Here it is. Rent paid and rent received, VAT charged, it's no. So Dolly Shadrach, under VAT it's 00, and then under amount it's 8,000. Next one, we have R003, received 31,578 Rand 43 cents from Buffalo City College for settlement of account as on 31st March 2024. Now we're going to go back to our opening balance. Buffalo City, they are settling their opening balance. We have 10,526 Rand 14, 2,210 Rand, 18,842 Rand 29 cents. We're going to add them together to see whether we have any discount or not. To see if we do have any discount. So I'm going to put my calculator here so that we can see the amounts. First one is 10,526 Rand 14 cents plus 2,210 Rand plus 18,842 Rand 29 cents. Three amounts total 31,578 Rand 43 cents, meaning there was no discount. They settled their balance as it was. Now R003, here it is. Total amount the same as the total amount that we had. So under GCS, we're going to have under period, under date, 003, or is it R003, under date is the second. 02, under account we go select Buffalo City, and then under description, settlement received on balance, or settlement for opening balance, settlement received. Remember to record the date 01/03/2024. Total amount 31,578,43. No discount. Next transaction 004, a fixed deposit of 25,000 at People's Bank matured and paid out with 7% interest for the full year. Create a new account, interest received on account. First, let's record the fixed deposit, then we'll create the account after. Now, date, now under date, fixed deposit, date is the 15th. If you can check, the total here is 26,000, whereas fixed deposit amount is only 25,000, meaning that the difference or the remainder, we're going to treat it as our interest. So under date 15/15, under GCSG for general ledger, under account we're going to select fixed deposit, change zoom sequence to description, fixed deposit, here it is. And then under description, it's People's Bank. People's Bank fixed deposit. Deposit, fixed deposit does not have any tax VAT charged, under amount is 25,000. Still on the same date, under GCSSG, under account, they said we should create a new account. Now, if you look at your income under general ledger accounts, the last income we have is 2,900 for rent income. So the next account we're going to use 2,950. And then it's going to be interest on fixed deposit. Interest on fixed deposit is an income balance, income statement. We select other income, other income. Save it, close, edit general ledger account. Select interest on fixed deposit, and then under reference we are still on the same transaction, so change it from 05 to 04 again. And then under description, People's Bank, interest received, or you can also say interest on fixed deposit, still suitable. So under text it's 00. Now we go to calculator. We have to calculate, we're going to say 26,750 minus 25,000, and then total it's supposed to be 1,750. This is what we are going to regard as interest on fixed deposit. So total is 1,750. We are done with that transaction. Next one. 005 T Malibongwe paid with a credit card number for his cash sale. T Malibongwe paid with his credit card, received card on the 16th, and the date is the 16th. Under GCS, it's C for customers. Under account, T Malibongwe's cash sale. And then under description, name of customer T Malibongwe. T Malibongwe cash sales, or cash sales, then T Malibongwe. Either way, it's still correct. Now T Malibongwe paid according to our bank statement. T Malibongwe paid 6,190 rand 90 cents. So we can go under process customers to check how much total owed by T Malibongwe to see if we have discount or not. So the total was 6,190 rand 90 cents. So there's no discount. Remember, you don't have to go under process customers. You would have written or wrote the total on your question paper. You just look at the total for T Malibongwe. So there's no discount. 6193.90, no discount. We are done with that transaction. Next one, we have receive interest on current account, create account 2960. The account number is given, the name of transaction is interest on current account. Receive interest on current account, R006, here it is. So under, I forgot to check the date. Under date, it's 31st. Under date, you type 31st. Under account, under GCS, it's G. Under account, we are going to add a new account. Account number, it's given, 2960. Description, interest received on current account. Interest received on current account. Under main account, it's income statement. Under financial category, other income. Report writer category, other income. You save it. Close, edit, general ledger accounts. Search for interest. And then you select interest received on current account. Under description, we're going to have interest, People's Bank interest received. Remember, all interests paid and received under tax it's 00. And then under amount, let's look at our bank statement. Total amount is 54 and 54 cents. 54. Next transaction, we have R007, receive money with a direct transfer from Grazia Fine Food and Wine for settling the purchase of tax invoice on the 13th of March. So under bank statement, it's 12,112. So we have to do the calculations to see if ever do we have discount. So you don't have to go back under process. Before that, let's start by recording date. Date Grazia, it's on the 31st. Under the 31st, under GCS, it's suppliers. No, sorry. Under it's customers. Under account, it's Grazia Fine Food and Wine 007. Under description, settlement of invoice. Don't forget to put date 13/03/2024. Under amount, we take the total from the bank statement. From bank statement, the total is 12,112.34 cents. 12,112.34 cents. Now we are going to calculate discount. Now on our discount, we have to check Grazia. We have to check total from Grazia. Process. Remember, you don't have to do this. You just simply check your question paper. Grazia. Total amount. Our total was 12,422 rand 91 cents. 12,422 rand 91 cents. Grazia did not have any returns, so we're going to minus amount paid, which is 12,112 rand 34 cents, and then total we're getting how much? 12,422.91 minus 1,212.34. What have I done? It's 12,422 rand 91 cents minus 12,112 rand 34 cents. So total is 310.57. So our discount 310 rand 57 cents. This will be regarded as discount. Now the amount from bank statement, this one will be regarded as our inclusive. So we no longer need this. Under discount, 310 rand 57 cents. We are done with the transaction, and I believe that was the last receipt. I believe that was our last receipt. Yes. Before you print, we still need to do reconciliation. So for now, we can start recording payments. Now, under payments, we still need to do settings. Remember, settings that we did under receipts only apply for receipts. So when you go to payments, you also need to do settings for payments. Repeat description, no. Increment reference, yes. Text processing, very important, yes. And then text type, standard rate. And the entry method, it's inclusive. Let's see if we're still recording. Yes, we are. Now, the first payment that we have, every month a debit order goes off from the current account of paying to pay a loan from People's Bank to buy the business premises. The amount consists of capital portion and 15,000 for interest on loan. The amount consists of capital portion and 15,000 for interest on loan. Modify account 3350 to interest paid on loan, People's Bank. Now we're going to check our total amount under bank statement. So the total amount is 15,000, meaning that the 250 will be regarded as our interest. So to record this, under period is period 1, under date is the first 01. Under GCS, we're going to have G for general ledger. Under account, they said we should change. Under account, they said we should change account number 3350. So we don't know the name. So we click account, search 3350. It's consulting fees. Sorry, I'm supposed to press F7 for modify. 3350, modify F7. Change this to interest paid on loan. And then click save. Close edit general ledger. Search again 3350, interest paid on loan. Under reference, it's P01/001. Under description, we're going to have People's Bank dash interest on loan. Now, interest on loan does not have tax. So under inclusive amount, 15,000 is for interest. Still on the same date, we're going to select loan People's Bank, and then the reference is still the same, change 002 to 001. Under description, we're going to have People's Bank payment on loan. Payment on loan does not have VAT, so the difference between 15,000 and 15,250. Remember, under bank statement, we have 15,250, and then the interest amount they said it's only 15,000. So the difference is 250. We are done with the first transaction. The second one, P002, Paid pays East London Municipality with an electronic transfer for water and electricity, transaction 1, and rates and taxes. This is transaction 2. The rates and taxes are 480. Create a new account for rates and taxes. So we're going to check our bank statement. The total is how much? P002 East London, the total is 3,630 rand 34 cents. So we have to go this side. Oh, forgot to check the date. East London, date is still the 1st. Under date is still the 1st. Under GCS is G for account, for general ledger. Under account, we're going to select electricity and water first. Electricity and water. Under description, East London municipality. Since we're paying the same municipality for 2 transactions, let's specify this is water and electricity. Okay, let's just type water. Under tax, it's 01. Now under amount, we need to do calculations. So we have a total of 3,630 34 cents minus rates and taxes. They said it's 480. Rates and taxes 480 34 cents. So total that we get, we're going to get 3,150. This is for water and electricity, and then this is for rates and taxes. 3,150. Same date. Under GCS is G. Under account, they said we should add a new account. The last account on our ledger accounts, the last account for expenses, we have account 4600. So we're going to use 4650. Is it vacant? No, that's for travel and accommodation. You reject. Then you try 4700. Yes, it's vacant. So this is for rates and taxes. Under main account, it's income statement. Financial category, it's expenses. Report writer, expenses. You click save. You close edit general ledger account. Search for rates and taxes. Select rates and taxes. Change reference to 002. We're still on the same transaction. So this side, it will be East London municipality. Since the first one did not fit, let's just type it as East London municip and then type rates and taxes. Let's change this and use a symbol, rates and taxes. Rates and taxes, we don't pay VAT for it. And then total amount 480 34 cents. Done with that transaction. So we go to 003. It says here, EFT for paying Vodacom. The payment includes an amount of 830.34 cents for personal telephone account of F. Mboia, the owner. So which means we have one transaction for business and one transaction for drawings. So let's go and record it. Total amount is how much? Let's look at our bank statement. P003 total, it's 1,830.34 cents. So date, it's on the 2nd. Under date, it's the 2nd. Under GCS is G. Under account, let's start with drawings. 003. So drawings, it's F Mboia dash, it's for telephone. or Vodacom. No, actually, let's go for Vodacom. For Vodacom, text 01, and then even though it's drawings, remember we still need to pay Vodacom tax. So that's why we have text 01. Amount it's 830.34 cents. Next, same date, still on the same transaction. Under GCS is G. Under account, we look for telephone and fax. And then under description, we have Vodacom. Under description, we have Vodacom. Under amount, we're going to have 1,000. It's 1,830 rand 34 cents minus 830 rand 34 cents. So we're remaining with 1,000. Sorry, under reference, it still needs to be 003. Yes. We are done with 003. Then we go to 004. Transaction 004. P01004, it says here, Paint settled the account for Sabri Paints as on the 1st of March. So meaning that we are settling our opening balance. We are settling our opening balance. So let's look at our statement for date. P004 for date and the amount. P01004, we paid 31,000. Paid 31,000. So under, for date, let's look at the date. Date is the 6th. Under date it's 06. Under GCS it's S for suppliers. Under account it's Sabra Paint. And then under description, settlement account. Settlement of account. Date it's 01/03/2024. Amount we've settled with 31,000. Now we're going to check if we do have discount. Now our opening balance for Sabri, it's a supplier. For Sabri Paints, it was supposed to be 31,569 rand 68 cents. So when we minus 31,000 that they settled with, the remaining 569 rand 68 cents will be regarded as discount. Will be regarded as discount. Now under discount, amount is 569. We said 569, 569,68. We are done with that transaction. Next one, we have P005. T Malibongwe's cash purchase return amount was reversed onto his credit card. The amount for Malibongwe was returned. For returns, sorry, not returned, but for returns. So we're going to check the total. P005, card payment received, reversed, T Malibongwe. So the amount, no need to go and check the amount, but the amount is given as 176.03 cents. So under date, Under date, T Malibongwe is the 17th. Under GCS, it's C for customers. And then under its cash sales, the amount was reversed, so we had already taken it into account, so now we treat it as a payment. It's cash sales. Under description, it's T Malibongwe. Under description, it's T Malibongwe. You can further say reversed amount or transaction amount reversed. Total is given 176,03. No discount. We're done with that. Next one, we have 006. 006 P006 replenish petty cash. Replenish petty cash. 006 replenish petty cash withdrawal. It's 850. No need to calculate or whether to use a variable method or impressed method. The amount is given. So date it was the 25th. Under GCS is G for general ledger. Under account, search for petty cash. Under description, cash for petty cash. No VAT. And the amount is given as 850. Done with that transaction. Now we go to 007. 007. What is it for? Amount paid in lieu of salary. Amount paid in lieu of salary. 007, we are paying Asanda Ngodi or Ngodi. You forgive my pronunciation. So date is the 31st. Under GCSSG, under account, we're going to look for salaries and wages. Salaries and wages. Under description, you're going to type the name of person we are paying. And then salary, they pay as you earn. So under tax is 00, amount 15,270 rand 75. We are done with 007. Now we're going to check 008. So 008 and 009, both of them are bank charges. And then the first one, 008 is for tax levy, 009 is for service fees. So under date is 31st, under GCSSG, under account is bank charges. Remember not to add your bank charges, record them separately to avoid losing marks. 008, we have tax levy or People's Bank tax levy. Tax levy is the only bank charge without VAT. So it's 00, amount 21.90 cents. And then again on the 31st, account bank charges P01009 People's Bank. This time around, we are paying for service fees, VAT, yes, 01, amount 1810 cents. 1810 cents. We are done with P008 and P009. Now we're going to look at P01/010. Direct transfer to build it for making a payment on account. Now they're not settling invoice or settling account, they're making a payment, so it does not have discount. Okay, does not have discount. Billed date is the 31st, amount is 8,000. So under dates 31st, under GCS it's S for suppliers, under account is billed. Description, payment of account, payment on account, and then under bank inclusive is 8,000, no discount. Then we go to number 11. Number 11, electronic transfer to universal storage systems for settling the invoice on the 1st of March 2024. No early payment terms discount allowed on courier fee. No early payment discount allowed on courier fee. So we're going to do calculations. Now, universal storage, we had a total amount of 25,188. You can check it from your question paper. Now they also had returns. Total was 6,234 rands, and then the total we get 18,954. 18,954. So the amount paid according to bank statement, universal storage, it's 18,018 rand and 90. So under date is 31st. Under GCS is S for suppliers. Under account is universal storage. Under description, settlement of invoice, date, it was the 1st. Settlement of invoice 01/03/2024. Amount 18,000 according to the bank statement, 18,018.90 cents. Now those calculations, we were doing them so that we can determine discount. So back to our calculations, we were supposed to pay 18,954 rand, so minus what we paid, 18,018.90 cents. So our discount, it's 935 rand 10 cents. 935 rand 10 cents. So under discount, 935 10 cents. done with that one, so we're going to tackle the last one. Last one, we have P01/012 electronic transfer to settle the full account of Genic. No early terms discount on opening balance allowed. So it's for Genic. So you're going to check bank statement. Do we have total amount? We have question mark. We need to do calculation. Okay. On our calculations, they said no early payment on opening balance. So let's let's leave opening balance for now and start from the invoice. Total invoice was 2,038 rand 95 cents minus returns, which was 35 rand 29 cents, and then that gives us a total of 2,603 rand 66 cents. Now we're going to calculate the early payment terms. Early payment terms, we were given 2.5% discount. So it's times 2.5%, and then our discount will be how much? 65 rand 9 cents. This is discount. And then again, inclusive amount 2,603 rand again, 66 times 97.5%, and then our total amount we get 2,538 rand 57 cents. Now that we are done with discounts, early payment discounts, we can now include the opening balance. Now their opening balance, it's 15,560. We are going to find them from supplier schedules. 15,560 rand 56 cents. Okay. £15,560 56 cents. So total amount owed, it's 18,099 rand 13 cents. When you add these two, you get 18,099 rand 13 cents. You're going to record this under inclusive. And then remember, discount, we said it's 65 rand 9 cents. This is your discount. Yeah, now let's start the recording. Dates 31st. Under GCS it's S for suppliers. Under account it's Genic products, and then it's P01 012. Under description we have settlement, settle full account, settlement of account. And then under inclusive amount we have 18,099 rand 13 cents. So the issue of saying do not include early payment terms on discount, on opening balance, they were just trying to confuse your calculations. So I hope you got it right. Under discount it's 65 rand 9 cents. And then from here on we are done with cash receipts. and cash payment. Before you print, we need to do bank reconciliation.